7. Well, Modesto driver Joseph Farolito rolling out, as is the 25K of Hunter Kinney. You're watching him at home right now, the S&S Roofing entry. And the 24B out of Colorado, Johnny Booz. Top 5 finish last night for that man right there, Johnny Booz. He was riding a high line like a boss in much of that main event, back and forth. His first lap goes to fast time, 13.775 for Booz. The Lakewood, Colorado resident, hooked up in Holland 2 nights in a row. Well, 24B, Johnny Booz, fast time now, 13.775. Joseph Farolito, 14.214, and then Hunter Kinney, his fastest lap, 14.921. Well, Yucca Valley, California's Jeff Dyer among the next cars. The number 4, 44, Brent Sexton, this year's Southwest Lightning Sprint champion. And the 21 right there, the ANRAC Corp High Sierra Industries sprint machine is Shane Hopkins. Hopkins this year 3rd place in the weekly Wing 360 points. Now he's got Jeff Dyer catching up to him. .44 car there of Brent Sexton, Sexton Fire Protection, BK Wings, Johnny Moorhead, Troy Dirt, and Victory Graphics among the sponsors. Well, Jeff Dyer 6th quick from that group, 14.297. Brent Sexton 7th quick, 14.321. Shane Hopkins fastest lap, 14.924. Well, 91, Matt Land, this year's BCRA champion, the Moto Wear L&M Heavy Haul entry. '23 car Jason Shapansky also back with us, as is the 32 of Ken Colston. Colston helped out by Hoosier Speed, George Dean Racing Engines, and Rockstar Coatings. '23 car of Shapansky helped out by Zacharias Vickers LLP. Taking a look there at Ken Colston and that Sammy Swindell throwback scheme. Talked about it last night. Wondered if he was a Sammy Swindell fan. He said, yes, I am a Sammy fan. Well, new fast qualifier, it's Matt Land, 91, 13.709. Ken Colston also hops up into the 3rd spot, 13.862. Cal Smith, 4X, 13.879. Well, Friday night winner last year, Chris Crowder among our next 3 drivers, along with the Savage Racing entry, Shane Sexton, 3F, and 17F Harley Aguilera. Well, fast time for Shane Sexton on lap 1, 13.644. 1.3644 P1 for Shane Sexton. Chris Crowder now 4th quick. Well, 3F Shane Sexton, fast time, 13.644. Harley Aguilera P3, that's a 13.757. Chris Crowder's 13.791. 16 cars have qualified of our 26. Looks like our next pairing will be 2 cars. Well, the straight up number 3 from Lakeside, Grant Sexton, and 22, last night's winner, AJ Bender. Lap 1 is quick time for Bender, 13.445. 1.3445, move AJ Bender to the top of the charts. Second lap even better for Bender. Well, those 2 cars go 1 and 2 here in qualifying. 13.341 fast time for AJ Bender. Second quick for Grant Sexton, 13.510. Starting to wind things down here in Lightning Sprint qualifying. 39 car, Mark Henry. The 5, Bellingham, Washington's Alex Lewis, and then the 11S is Danielle Clausen. After this, it looks like we'll have one more group to go. Mark Henry goes third quick on his opening lap, 13.585. Well, 39 Mark Henry jumps up to third quick, 13.585. AJ Bender, 13.341 is the mark to beat as we get set for the final group in qualifying. 47 car out of Livermore. Welcome Greg Dennett, the Greg's Hardwood Floors Alameda Mortgage Corp. Junk Boys Junk Removal, 47. And in the 31, it's going to be Steve Becker. Becker out of Lakewood, Colorado. Greg Dennett goes fourth quick on his opening lap. 13.550. Well, Greg Dennett goes second quick on his second lap, a 13.428. But when all is said and done, last night's A-Main winner, AJ Bender, sets fast time with the Lightning Sprints, 13.341. Greg Dennett was second quick, Mark Henry third, Grant Sexton fourth, and Shane Sexton rounded out your top 5. 6 through 10 made up of Alex Lewis, Matt Land, Harley Aguilera, Johnny Boos, and Chris Crowder. So that's going to wrap up qualifying for the Lightning Sprints. Up next will be hot laps and qualifying for the USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midgets.
Boy, that went quick. Stoked to be getting the Midgets out here. Thanks so much for coming out and joining us tonight. Good to see each and every one of you out here again. Looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow night as we'll have the final night of the Hangtown 100 presented by Matt Wood Racing. And want to bring this up. I'm going to explain this right now while it's a little bit quiet out here. Last night we earned points across the board. You get points for qualifying. You get points for your heat race. You get points for the B if you don't transfer into the A. If you're in the A, you get points from the A as well. We had all those points together last night. Now tonight, those points don't mean anything. We start over again with new points tonight. However, tomorrow we're going to take the points from the first night and tonight, add them together, and that's what lines up the heat races tomorrow night as we move towards that 20,000 to win event. So tonight, everything starts afresh for them, but you got to keep in the back of your mind there was points from last night as well. Now, if you haven't seen the social media coming out there, last night, Buddy Kofoid currently leads the point standings. He has 162 total points from last night. Cannon McIntosh is second in the points. Spencer Baston is third. Tanner Carrick is fourth. Then Kevin Thomas Jr. is your top 5. Behind the top 5, it's Michael Pickens, Shane Golubic, Chris Windham, Colby Copeland, and Jason McDougall. That's your top 10 in the points from last night. Now, again, tonight, we're going to start over again with our point standing. So, for instance, in qualifying, you get 36 points if you're the first qualifier, so on and so forth, back through, well, there should be like 8, 9 cars in qualifying here tonight in each group. So you're qualifying against your group. So they were randomized again today. Everybody picked what group or what heat race they wanted to be in. We're going to qualify them against your heat race. We will invert the top 8 cars in each heat race. And then from the heat race, we will advance the heat race winner and, pay attention, this is different, the heat race winner and the top 3 in the points of the combined heat and qualifying points into the feature event. The reason for that? 5 groups tonight, not 6. So we have 5 groups tonight. So we will take the heat race winner and the top 3 in the combined points from heat race and qualifying. We'll advance into the feature event. We did lose a car after last night. So we did lose one competitor last night, but still 48 cars checked in for racing action tonight. Unfortunately, Ben Worth is not going to be with us here tonight. So he had that hard tumble last night, will not be joining us tonight. Other than that, everybody makes it back. Everybody's got a car ready and raring to go. So set to go with 48 cars, but again, 5 groups tonight. So we earn points across the board tonight. Every time you touch a track other than hot laps, you earn points. The points added up tonight will be added with the points from last night to set us up for our heat races tomorrow. So tomorrow, they get put into their heat races based on the points, and there's no qualifying tomorrow. So everything's based on the points from the first 2 nights. $5,000 to win tonight. Again, $20,000 to win tomorrow night. And then on top of all that, the overall points champion will earn an extra $12,000. So an incredible amount of money up for grabs here at the Hangtown 100, presented by Matt Wood Racing, Placerville Speedway. And you're all part of it. Thank you for coming out here and joining us. Thanks for joining us on FloRacing as well as we get set to go with hot laps for the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series. So I'll explain that a couple more times as the night goes on, but hopefully that made plenty of sense to you at this point. Take the opportunity to thank the title sponsor of the USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series, and that is NOS Energy Drink. You're a machine with 800 horses coursing through your veins. Fuel up, fire up, never look back. Live fast. Drink NOS with Complex 6 for high-performance energy and enhanced mental focus. Visit drinknos.com for a retailer near you and follow them on social media at NOS Energy Drink. Also, those of you out here in the stands, make sure you slide by the NOS Energy Drink tent located just beyond the main grandstand. Grab yourself a complimentary NOS beverage. Then slide out to the USAC merchandise and apparel trailer. Grab yourself some USAC merchandise and apparel as well as a driver roster. Just $1 for a driver roster. Has all the information you're looking for. Driver name, hometown, car number, chassis, engine, sponsors. It also has the track records and everything else on there. It's just $1 all it costs to grab a driver roster. And then make sure you go to the other end of the grandstand and grab yourself a Hangtown 100 shirt. Make sure you get your Hangtown 100 shirts tonight because they're going to run out of sizes. They sold a bunch of them last night. People, and they're not buying them for themselves. Well, they are, but they're buying them for other friends too that couldn't make it out here. So make sure you grab your t-shirt tonight for the Hangtown 100. I got mine last night. I'm going to wear it on my days off. I'm saving it. That's my good shirt. It just suddenly became my good shirt. So we cut them loose on Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1. This is group number 1 out on the racetrack. First group out here, Tanner Carrick, 71M car, Caden Sorali in the 32, Michael Pickens, the Auckland, New Zealand racer in the 4X car, 8 of Randy Pankratz, the 99 AU, Carson Macedo, rebuilt that car. That is the same car he had last night after it got destroyed in the corner. We'll talk more about that later on. Chase Johnson in the 73X, the double O of Jake Andriotti, 17B, Austin Barnhill, Chance Crump, the 26, and Daniel Whitley in the 57. Sending them around the racetrack. Very different surface here tonight. Scott Russell. And I'll wait until the cars are done so the people out here in the stands can hear me for sure on this as well. So white flag coming out on this first session. Chase Johnson into the number 1 spot at 12.363 for Chase. Throw the checkered flag on this first session. Chase Johnson into the number 1 spot at 12.345. Tanner Carrick, last night's feature event winner, picked up that 134th win for KKM and put them into the number 1 spot for all-time USAC NOS Energy Drink driver entry. But Carrick out there, he's second quick. Caden Sorali, 32 car, third quick. Michael Pickens and Carson Macedo, your top 5. And again, Macedo, the 99 AU, that is the car from last night. They rebuilt that car. They looked at it. They were measuring on it. But a lot of work went into that 99 AU. To answer the question, I went back and talked to Carson today in the pit area. I said, hey, what happened down there? The throttle stuck coming down the front straightaway. When the throttle stuck coming down the front straightaway, he reached down with his hand and yanked up on the pedal. When he did, it basically shut the car down. He slowed into one, and everybody piled in on top of him. So that's what happened down here in the corner. So many cars were involved as they were all lickety-split in there, and there was nothing anyone could do. They just all kind of power slid in there, and, well, the end result is a tore-up 99 AU car. But they got him rebuilt. Gangs it out here. He's 5th quick in this group number 1. But I want to take this moment here to thank Scott Russell and the crew out here for putting in a tremendous amount of work. And last night he was after that track all night long. We know the track was soft, but they worked on it all night long. After the race was over, many of you were already gone, headed back to the hotel or back to your home or wherever you were going. You were headed home, and Scott was out here on the grader. He started working on the track last night. When I left, he was still on the racetrack. And when I came in early this morning, the track was ready and raring to go for tonight. It was fluffed up. It was opened up. He was getting ready to go. We're going to have a better track here tonight. We're going to see a better track tomorrow night as well as this weekend continues on. But I just want to say thank you to Scott and everybody out here at Placerville Speedway for putting in the effort to give us a great racetrack. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Everybody thinks this is easy. Everybody's got an answer for what to do out here, but nobody's coming out and trying it. And I'm here to tell you, Scott, one of the best in the business, and he's at a very, very good place up here, Placerville Speedway. Definitely a bucket list track if you've never been. So getting set to go here for group number 2 coming out. Danny Stratton, Riverside, California racer, 31K car, is going to be joining us in the second group. Alex Bright out of Collegeville, Pennsylvania. White is bright. You got to remember that. The number 19, the white 19 AZ car is Alex Bright. 71K, Dominic Gordon out of Clovis, California. Logan Seavey, Sutter, California racer in the 58. The 71, a Kaylee Bryson, Muskogee, Oklahoma runner, joins us out here. I got great Kaylee Bryson story for you, too. Colby Copeland, the 87 car, comes out. Brenham Crouch, Lubbock, Texas runner in the 97. Bry Eade out of Fresno, California, 71E. Also coming out, Shane Golubic, Fremont, California runner. He's got about 20 feature event wins here across the board on 360s, 410s, midgets. But I talked to him earlier on today as well. And 0-1 of Bryant Wiedemann, Colby, Kansas runner, coming out in group number 2. So again, 5 groups tonight. Kaylee Bryson, I was talking to her grandfather earlier on today, and he was telling me a story back whenever he had his grandson out, was giving him a little taste of dirt track racing in a dirt cart. And somebody said, Kaylee might enjoy running one of those. Now, she's just a little girl. She's like 8, 9 years old. And he said, well, I'll take her out and I'll let her get in the car and see if she likes this. And he said, just go out there and kind of get a feel for the car, drive around, see what it's like. She went out, put her foot to the mat, and drove it around the top shelf, wide open. And she said, I like this. Next thing you know, Kaylee Bryson's out here racing with us, a 71 car. Watch for her for a full season in Silver Crown next year. But he said, unbelievable. He said she just took off and just took to it like a duck to water. So that's always a cool story to hear. Second part of the story is she stuffed her mini sprint into the wall like the second time out. But that's beside the point. And that was running the top shelf as well. Again, thanks for coming out and joining us here tonight. Hey, don't forget, next Tuesday and Wednesday, headed down to Merced Speedway to visit with Doug Lockwood and the gang down there. Another great racetrack with a freaking huge grandstand. I get winded just thinking about it, but we'll be down at Merced Speedway next Tuesday and Wednesday for 2 nights of midgets at Merced, joined by the 360 sprint cars down there, so that's going to be a great show. And then from that, we go to Ventura Raceway down on the beach. To the beach. And Ventura, I keep saying that because of Mr. Bean, if you ever watched the Mr. Bean movie where he says, to the beach. But headed down there on Friday and Saturday for the Ventura Raceway for the Turkey Night Midget Grand Prix. Non-wing 360s, West Coast 360s in attendance out there as well. So group number 2 throttling up. Want to be quick as the dirt draft hot laps. Got to be quicker than Chase Johnson. 12, 3, 4, 5. Sent him around, watching the 58, Logan Seavey down into the corner. Last night, Seavey had issues with the engines. They had to work on that power plant today, but got him up to speed now for the number 58 car. Bryant Wiedemann, 0-1, just flashed through the screen there. He is currently into the number 3 spot. And Logan Seavey now takes the top spot. Bryson second quick in the 71 car. As they are peeling up some sod, getting around the racetrack. This is Placerville we were looking for. Yeah, the question, and I know somebody's going to ask us, why didn't we have this track last night? Well, because we've put a lot of laps on it since last night. So all through last night, you got to remember, we were working that track all night long. So in a better position to get ready for tonight, so keep that in mind. Kaylee Bryson, 71, goes into the number 1 spot, a 12.029, 12.029. Bryson on top of the totem pole now. Logan Seavey second quick, Brian Wiedemann third quick. Colby Copeland, Alex Bright now your top 5, Golubic 6th quick. Into 17W as group number 2 officially complete. Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Hot Laps do pay thanks to Dirt Draft. At the end of the year, the driver who sets the most quick times throughout the Hot Lap sessions during the year gets a nice little bonus courtesy of Dirt Draft and Dirt Draft Fantasy Dirt Track Racing. You go to dirtdraft.com or download the Dirt Draft app. If you play any kind of fantasy sports, you catch on to it very quickly as you get a nice close-up view there of Kaylee Bryson in the Yahoo number 71 car. If you're watching on Flow, but the Dirt Draft, basically you pick 5 drivers. Every driver is assigned a value based on their recent performance. So some drivers that had a tough time last night are a little cheaper on Dirt Draft tonight. You might be able to set yourself up with a good team. But your team of 5 collects points based on their finish in the feature. So step number 1 is get all 5 of your drivers into the feature event. That's kind of the key. But they earn points. Hopefully your team does better than everybody else's team out there. Like last night, Tyler McKim finished out, I believe, second. There was 5 people tied for first. He finished out second. So my buddy Tyler had a good finish last night with the Midgets, but he earned a bunch of points, and he can save up his points and then spend them in the Dirt Draft Speed Shop for all kinds of cool stuff, from pit passes to hats, T-shirts, stickers, grills, flat screen TVs. I keep coming back to that stuff. I was saving for a grill, and now I'm saving for a Yeti cooler because I'm never going to make it to the grill the way I've been playing. We'll just leave it at that. Comes Mitchell Moles, Raisin City, California, racer behind the wheel, the number 89 car out onto the racetrack. Also in group number 3 of 5. Tanner Thorson, a Nevada racer, and a number 88, the 7X of Thomas Meserol just went down into turn number 1. San Jose, California is where he calls home. The number 14 of Michael Facinto. Dylan Bloomfield's in the 14T. There's your national points leader, Buddy Kofoid, the number 67. He had a pretty good charge last night, able to finish out on the podium. 67K, Gavin Miller might be hard to recognize. His car will be all black. They had to go to a backup car. They worked on his car. They thought he had him good to go, and then unfortunately found an issue with it, so had to go to a backup car late in the afternoon. So I'm not sure if they have numbers on that or not. He might be all black, but that's Gavin Miller out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Jacob Denny's in the 25M car, one of the Tom Malloy owned number 25s. His car, a yellow outline on it. So Jacob Denny out there, and then Taylor Reimer, the 25K, easily recognizable. Buzzballs, number 25K, and hopefully you have Buzzballs out here. They're great. You can get them in convenience stores. But the tasty little beverages you can grab for yourself. Tasty adult beverages you can grab for yourself. Don't give them to the kids. Zach Telford out of Middleton, Idaho. The 22G car comes back and joins us again. Had a rough tumble last night. It looks like we're picking up a muffler off the racetrack. But Zach Telford had a rough tumble last night, right back into the saddle here tonight. So I admire him for coming out. And again, he is outside his comfort zone, as he is a pavement racer, a young pavement racer from up in Idaho, taking a shot here at the Midgets. But good to have Zach down here with us. And so we get set to go with group number 3. Again, this is just a hot lap session. We'll have single car qualifying, but when you qualify just against your group, just against your heat race. Top 8 cars are all inverted in the heat race. Then everybody runs the heat for points. It's finish points, not passing points. It's where you finish in the heat race is how you are assigned the points. The points from your heat are added to the qualifying points, and then your heat race winner in the top 3 tonight from each of the 5 heat races. Heat race winner in the top 3 in points outside the heat race winner all advance into the feature event. So 4 will be coming out of each of the 5 heat races tonight. We'll get the top 2 from 2 of the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Cars semi-features events. And that'll be another 24-car starting field for a 30-lap A-main that pays $5,000 to win tonight. Green flag coming out on session number 3. Team is back in the pit area earlier on today, talking to him, and he said, you know, our car, 7X car, is just not as good on a track that was hooked up and as heavy as it was last night, so we got one down into the infield. That's all right. He's going to continue on. That's Zach Telford finding the edge. But Team S in his car, he felt pretty good with the car last night overall. He said in the whole scheme of things, it wasn't bad. Mitchell Moles, the number 89 car, last night's hard charger in the field. Said he prefers not to charge, would rather start closer to the front. Which makes sense. Tanner Thorson into the number 1 spot now. 12.017, 12.017 for Tanner Thorson. Caleb Bryson bumped down to second quick by 12 thousandths of a second. Well, last trip around, Mitchell Moles takes the top spot, 11.844, 11.844. Mitchell Moles, the number 89, into the number 1 spot. Tanner Thorson, second quick. Kaylee Bryson, Buddy Kofoid, the 67, fourth quick, and then Taylor Reimer, the 25K, rounds out the top 5 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. I forgot to tell you, if you're signed up for Dirt Draft for the first time, make sure you use the promo code USAC as you get a free USAC Dirt Draft t-shirt. So Shane Golubic coming over there and talking to Colby Copeland. As Copeland comes over and talks to Mitchell Moles. Chad Boat giving some advice down there as well, the number 89 car. So we get set to go with group number 4. Ryan Burnell, Hollister, California runners in the 27W car coming out here onto the racetrack. Chris Wyndham, Canton, Illinois racer, 89X. Only ran a midget with us a couple of times this year. He was out in the Midwest and joined us there for just a little bit and then joined us last night. And throughout the duration, that picked up a feature event win and 3 heat race wins and about, 3 debuts with us in the 2022 season. Sounds like Drake York might have some information down there.
I do, Chad, and when you talked about that muffler that came off one of those race cars, it was off the 67K of Gavin Miller's car.
Thank you very much for that. So we'll get that put back on. That's just a bolt is all that holds that on, so maybe a little bit loose there, or maybe even forgot to put it in. Again, he had to go to a backup car late in the day. As you see Keith Coons down there putting his hood up. He got a haircut to come out here. He needs a little heat on his head. Also out in this one, the 5T, Kevin Thomas Jr., KTJ out of Coleman, Alabama, Roll Tide. Tyler Courtney, Indianapolis, Indiana racer, the number 25. Not very high in the points on the first night. And Jennifer, she commented on that. She's not used to seeing Sunshine that far down. And I'll be honest with you, Placerville, just a little bit of kryptonite for Sunshine. He does not do especially well out here. So he is coming to not his comfort zone to race with us. And always admire that. He's trying to get better out here. Kenna McIntosh, Bixby, Oklahoma racer, 08, put on the biggest show during qualifying last night. Had a good run in the feature event as well. Dason Pursley, 71P car, Locust Grove, Oklahoma racer. Travis Buckley out of Auckland, New Zealand, the 7NZ, the 97K Ryan Timms. Flying Ryan out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Blake Bauer out of Brentwood, California, the number 9. Also joining us in this group is Dason Pursley. Idles his way down the front chute, the Bullet chassis, number 71P. Personally, one of those drivers, if you go out into the pit area, if you come out here early in the morning when the cars are first coming out of the trailers, there's a couple things you'll notice. Number 1, your teams that run up front are usually the first ones unloaded out of the trailers. Number 2, the drivers that run up front are usually the ones out there with their cars coming out of the trailers and working on race cars, and Dason Pursley is one of those drivers. You'll see him back there with hands on the race car pretty much any time that thing comes out of the trailer. It's Travis Buckley flying the New Zealand flag off the back of the 7NZ car. Sunshine, Tyler Courtney coming around there, the number 25. Trent Shoring. Ed Pink Toyota. Ready to throttle them up, cut them loose. This is group number 4 of 5. Number to beat, if you want to be quick, it's the Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Got to be quicker than Mitchell Moles. 11.844, 11.844. Let's listen to the 4 cylinders of fury. If you're watching at home, crank it up. Put that session into the books. Mitchell Moles still up top at 11.844, very stout number. Kenna McIntosh second quick in the 08, back by 35 thousandths of a second. Dason Pursley into the number 3 spot, 11.891. He's only back by 47 thousandths to the top spot. And Kevin Thomas Jr., the 5T, rounds out the top 4. He's within 68 thousandths of a second. Flying Ryan Timms at 97K rounds out the top 5. One more session rolling out here onto the racetrack and Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And we should see Spencer Baston, Lebanon, Indiana racer, the 9AU. Coming out here along with Hayden Ryan, Bolt Gilbert, Arizona, the 19AZ, the 73 of Tony Gomes out of Hollister, California. Corey Day behind the wheel, the number 4. Also joining us, Jason McDougal out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the 68, the 84 of Jade Avedissian out of Clovis, California. Got caught up in that incident down turn number 3 and 4. Had a pretty good run going on last night. Justin Grant, Ione, California racer, the 2J, the 11K of Nathan Bird out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And Franklin, Indiana's Emerson Axum in the 25X. Flames on the boots there getting out of the race car. So this is your 5th and final group. And again, tonight, 5 heat races taking place. 5 groups here tonight. We'll go into our qualifying. Fatheads Eyewear qualifying coming up in just a second as Tanner Thorson comes out and goes to work on the 88. The Sawyer chassis. I should point out that is a chassis that is a developmental chassis or well, that's not the word I'm looking for. Experimental chassis. I don't know what you want to call it. Let's leave it at that. You have to talk to Tanner about it. Send him a text message. He likes some people messaging. So he goes to work on the left front. He's got some other things going on there as well, and I had an interesting conversation with him and talked about running Placerville Speedway and some things you can do to your race car to make it a little bit better here. It all takes place on that left front, which ironically is where he's currently crouched on FloRacing. Take the opportunity to thank Hoosier Racing Tire, the official tire of the United States Auto Club. For more information on the tires designed for champions, contact Hoosier Tire online at HoosierTire.com. FloRacing is the official video partner of the United States Auto Club, where you can catch every USAC national event live and on demand throughout the 2022 season. Clips, interviews, highlights, and exclusive content to stay in tune with USAC on FloRacing.com. I also like to point out, if you have a FloRacing subscription, as we check out Buddy Kofoid there scouting out the racing surface. But if you have a FloRacing subscription, don't forget that's good for everything on the Flow Sports Network. Everything. ECHL hockey. We got all kinds of marching band. There's wrestling. There's grappling. There's all kinds of fisticuff type sports on there if you like to wrestle with people or like to watch people wrestling each other. Hey, we got it for you. But your subscription's good for all that. 25 different verticals. Plus, keep your eye out for a Flow film. We have Flow Films department does documentaries. We have a very cool dirt racing documentary coming out on the history of dirt racing and also talking to a bunch of different drivers and following them around for a weekend. Kyle Larson was one of them. Justin Grant's another one. That's all coming out, I think, December. I keep saying December, and I hope I'm not putting them on the line with that. But if it's not December, it's going to be right after December. We got a lot going on in December. Green flag comes out. Group number 5, Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Boy, the old track's lickety-split. Good shot of Corey Day getting down into turn number 3. Going in with the 68 car now, Jason McDougal. McDougal had a good run going last night. J-Mac whips that bad boy down into the corner. 6'8 Motorsports has a good track record out here. 73 Attorney Gomes. So we got a hot lap session and a race broke out. Nathan Bird, the Birdman. Behind the wheel 11K, Scottsdale, Arizona racer, and again, a lot of road racing experience for him as throw the checkered flag on that. Corey Day, the number 4 car you're looking at down the back straightaway, is your number 1 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps at 11.812 as he takes the top spot with that number 4 car. Mitchell Moles goes second quick. Jade Avedissian, the 84 car, third quick. Cannon McIntosh bumped down to 4th quick. Dason Pursley, your top 5. As I look down through in our Dirt Draft Hot Laps, and this is not qualifying by any stretch of the imagination, but 33 of the 47 cars that came out and took time are all within half a second. So to give you an idea of what we're in for here tonight, so brace yourselves for this one. Getting set to go into Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Fatheads Eyewear has laid down $100 to the driver who sets fast time during time trials for each and every USAC Silver Crown. National Sprint and National Midget qualifying session throughout the season. Also would remind you that they are qualifying against their heat race. They picked the heat race that they wanted to be in. Now they will qualify against that heat race. They will earn points for their qualifying. That will line them up for their heat race. Your fastest car will start 8th. So an 8-car inversion during the heat races tonight. From the heat race, we will advance the heat race winner, plus the 3 highest points earners in the heat and qualifying combined move into the feature event. So 4 coming out of each of the 5 heat races a little bit later on as qualifying commences. Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. First car coming out onto the racetrack is last night's feature event winner, the racer hailing from Sacramento, California. Toyota TRD Mobile 1, number 71M. That's Tanner Carrick and a Bullet by Spike Speedway Toyota. Hot Rod coming around here and blazes down into turn number 1 and 2. Again, gave KKM their 134th win last night. Coming around, lap number 1's fast, 11.931, 11.931. Based on that first lap, let me tell you, Tanner Thorson holds the 1-lap track record at 11.397, 11.397. I think we're going to break it tonight. Second lap, 11.872, 11.872. Second lap for Tanner Carrick. He sets the pace there for the top spot. Is now Caden Sorali, Stockton, California racer, down into turn number 1. The Teltac All-Pro Coatings Murata Produce, number 32 car, CS9 chassis, Stanton SR11 underneath the hood. Lap number 1 for Sorali. It's going to be second quick at 12.278, 12.278. Lap number 1 for the number 32 cars. He'll hustle it down into 3. Jack that baby sideways, drives down off the banking. Trying to bring some heat across. He's on the chip, getting through it. He's quicker. He goes 12.206, stays second quick. Tanner Carrick still up top, and group number 1 is now the 4X car, the Auckland, New Zealand racer. Down out of turn number 2, or up out of turn number 2, I should say, for Michael Pickens. Dave McDolby Motorsports, CRC, TRD, Mobile 1, all sponsors of 4X. Second quick, lap number 1, 11.967, 11.967, needs 95 thousandths of a second, less than a blink of an eye for Pickens to get the top spot. Can he do it? Now to turn number 4, quick time, 11.734, 11.734, Pickens into the number 1 spot. Let's bring out the lady out of Tascadero, California. Hassa Pool and Spa, Stay Right Pumps. Number 8, that's Randy Pankratz down the back chute. Her father just inducted into the National Midget Racing Hall of Fame. Wally. Randy, a third-generation racer, 12.822, 12.822 for Randy Pankratz on lap number 1. She said, my biggest problem is I love to race cars, but I am horrible at working on them. Had issues last night with the fuel pump. Got her moving, though. She's quicker on the second lap. 12.734 for Randy. She'll slide into the number 4 spot for now with the number 8 cars. Your next qualifier coming across, Carson Macedo. 99 AU car, the racer out of Lemoore, California. 11 feature event wins with the World of Outlaws this season. Finished 3rd in their national points. And the complete parts and equipment, Tarleton & Son Empire, 99 AU. He's going to go 3rd quick, lap number 1, 11.932, 11.932 as he is right at the top of the racetrack in turn number 1 and 2. 3 and 4 brings some heat. Got good speed for the 99 AU car. Second lap coming across. Second quick, 11.844, 11.844. Second trip through. The next qualifier coming around is going to be the 73X car racer out of Pengrove, California. Chase Johnson working the wheel. Down the back straightaway to Josh Ford Motorsports, Walker Filtration, Nature Right, Pacific Coast Maintenance, 73X car. That's a one-way Chevy underneath the hood. First trip, 4th quick, 12.088, 12.088. One-way's been working on that power plant. That's their own cylinder head sitting on the top of it, based on a block that came out of New Zealand or Australia. Can't remember what they told me. Second effort's quicker, stays 4th quick, 11.895, 11.895 is now the 00 car. Set to take time. That's Jake Andriotti out of Castro Valley, California. You normally find him behind the wheel of a sprint car. Pete Davis there in 00. Hothead Engine Heaters, Lucas Oil, BB7. Sponsors for Andriotti. First trip coming through. Goes 3rd quick at 11.845. 11.845. Lap number 1 for Jake. So he's got that thing hammering down into the corner. The old Esslinger singing a merry tune, brings it across. Second effort for the 00. Second quick at 11.795. 11.795 for Andriotti. It's now the 17B going on to the clock. Down in the corner for Austin Barnhill. Wilmington, North Carolina is where he calls home. Scotts Hill and Hardware, K1 Race Gear, Mobile 1. Sponsors on the 17B, the Dave McDolby Motorsports ride. First trip across goes 6 quick at 12.157. 12.157. Lap number 1. Hear that? Boy, he was giving it the old double pump or triple pump down into the corner on the throttle. Second effort's quicker, but stays 6 quick. There's a 12.021, 12.021. Second trip through it. Now Chance Crum will take a stab at it. Shout out to the Crum fan club, tuned in watching on FloRacing. Snohomish, Washington's where he called home. Hager Realty Services, Race Routine Foundation, sponsors of the 26, now lives in Indianapolis. First trip across, going to be second quick at 11.788, 11.788, 54 thou. Can he find it? That's basically if he exhales at the right time, he's got it. Watch him out of turn number 4. Coming across, can't do it. He's quicker, stays second quick at 11.758. Almost that whole field qualify within 0.4 of a second. That is group number 1. Daniel Whitley in this group, and that was a nice little maneuver across the infield. Coming around here, so had some issues, so he crosses the infield. Did not put himself on the clock just yet. This is it here. Now takes the green flag. Good driver awareness there for the racer out of Ferndale, California. Indy Custom Stones, CG CPAs, Lake Parts Inc., Napa sponsors on the number 57. Something awry with his race car. He's 9th quick, lap number 1 at 12.600, 12.600. He slides the tires and scrubs some speed, so I don't know what he's fighting in there, but he knew there was an issue. Gonna do the best he can with what he's got. A little slower on the second lap at 12.695, 12.600, keeping down that spot. We go into group number 2. Danny Stratton, 31K car racer, hailing from Riverside, California, to Dave.com, number 34 or 31K rather. And again, I mentioned last night, won a 4-crown midget race back in 2005. First trip across goes at 12.241, 12.241. Lap number 1, giving it the goose down into turn number 3 and 4. Second trip coming around. And Stratton improves to 11.960, 11.960. Logan Seavey, again, was fighting some engine issues last night for the racer out of Sutter, California. Spike chassis, Stanton SR11X. Ford Check Marketing, Indy Custom Stone, Dozers, Nuts and Bolts. Sponsors on the Abacus Racing number 58 car. Skitters his way out. Turn number 4, he's deceptively quick, and he goes to the number 1 spot. 11.703, 11.703. I say that all the time because he is so smooth behind the wheel of a race car. Working it. Out of turn number 4, second effort's better. It's got 11.635, 11.635. Second trip around as here comes Kaylee Bryson. Yoki from Muskogee. Down into turn number 1, Yahoo Toyota TRD Car IQ, number 71 car. On the clock, down into turn number 3. Jacks that baby sideways and tries to grab some gravity onto the front chute. First trip across for Bryson, second quick at 11.844, 11.844. Lap number 1 for Kaylee Bryson. She'll get her up against the rev limiter into 3. Second effort, different line at turn number 3 and 4. Picks up the pace. Nope, 11.848, a little bit slower. Yeah, she was slower by 0.4 of a second. Stays in the number 2 spot, though, for the number 71 car. So now we will see Colby Copeland rock and roll his way around here. Roseville, California runner in the NOS Energy Drink, pristineauction.com, KNC Drywall, number 87 car. It's Copeland. Now the corner, second quick. Lap number 1, 11.742, 11.742 for Colby Copeland. Logan Seavey up top at 11.635. The number to beat in group number 2. It's Copeland's second effort. Blazes on through a 12.062, 11.742. First lap, best lap, second quick for the number 87. So Mariah Eade, Fresno, California racer. Taking it around, kind of works the middle of the racetrack down turn number 1 and 2. Keith Coons, Curb Agitating, M&L Plumbing Company. TRD, Curb Record sponsors on the 71E. Diamonds off 4, she's 5th quick. Lap number 1 at 12.269, 12.269. So Mariah getting a little bit more out of it, runs her deep into turn number 3. Got a good carve through the apex. Second effort, better, but stays 5th quick at 12.152, 12.152. So now Bryant Wiedemann picking up a heat race win last night. Rockets down into turn number 1 and 2 for the Colby, Kansas runner and the Nutrient Ag Solutions, purplewave.com, TRD, Curb Records, number 01 car. Lap number 1 coming across is going to be 4th quick on the field, 11.906, 11.906 for Bryant Wiedemann. So he slams that baby down into turn number 3, hoisted up the front end just a little bit. Pedals his way across, goes 3rd quick, 11.786, 11.786, second trip through for Bryant Wiedemann. So now the 17W Shane Golubic down into the corner. NOS Energy Drink, Matt Wood Racing, Royal Truck Body, sponsors on the Fremont, California racers, 17W car. First trip across for Golubic. Goes fourth quick at 11.830, 11.830, and again has about 20 feature event wins out here across the 360s, 410s. Midgets brings it across for lap number 2, a little bit slower at 11.832, so 11.830. His difference into 2 laps, just 0.02 of a second. So see what Dominic Gordon can do. Clovis, California is where he calls home. The Johnston Industries apparel, number 71K. Getting pretty crazy down into turn number 3. Lap number 1 is going to be 7th quick at 12.014, 12.014. On lap number 1, just snaps that baby into turn number 3. Staying aggressive out there as he brings it across. Second effort, better, but stays 7th quick at 11.997, 11.997. Bright is white, so it's out over the cushion. Alex Bright, Collegeville, Pennsylvania runner, and AME Electrical, Massey Valley Transportation. Number 19 is just going to muscle his way out of that. We'll see what happens here on lap number 1. Lap number 2 is going to be the one to watch, though. 8th quick, a 12.115, 12.115. Beautiful carve down turn number 1 to 2. Changed up the trajectory, and Alex Bright looking for more this time. Brings it tight to the wall down to front chute, bumps into the number 7 spot for Alex Bright and the number 19 cars. That'll take us into group number 3. Team Thomas Meserol was your first driver to pick his heat race. He picked group number 3. He said, I feel like that's going to be a good qualifying spot. So we'll find out what he can do there for San Jose, California runner. The RMS Racing 7X car. Lap number 1 is going to be 11.699, 11.699. He might be right. EnviroFab, Response Management Services, Engler Machine, sponsors on Teamez TV on YouTube. Second effort, a little bit slower. He's going to stick with that 11.699. That's the number to beat in group number 3. He's now your defending national champ and current national points leader out of Pengrove, California. Rockets down into turn number 1 and 2. That's Buddy Kofoid. Keith Coons, Kerbag Agenian, Mobile One, Toyota TRD. Sponsors on the number 67 car. Blazes across. Second quick, 11.707, 11.707. Talk about looking for a small margin. He needs 0.08 of a second. Second trip around, he had a little wheelie action into turn number 3. Quick time, though, 11.664, 11.664. He gets the top spot by 35 thou. We'll send a 67K car down in turn number 1. Gavin Miller, Allentown, Pennsylvania runner in the TRD Toyota IWX, number 67K. Had to get out of the throttle on the entrance down into turn number 3. That'll cost him some time. He's going to be third quick. Lap number 1, 11.966, 11.966. That was 0.3 of a second off the top spot. And it felt like he had to wait for a while. Should be able to prove on lap number 2. Looked like a better lap anyhow. He does, but he stays third quick. 11.724. 11.724 for Gavin Miller. The next qualifier down into the corner. Jacob Denny, the 25M car. And again, sporting that little yellow on there to keep him apart from the other trench shoring Rodelli Specialty Fabrication cars. Brings it across lap number 1 for Denny. He's going to be fourth quick. 11.997. 11.997. So he hammers it down into turn number 3. Heard that popping and banging there as he got onto it hard. Second effort for Denny. He's quicker, but stays fourth quick. 11.775. 11.775. All 4 cars that have qualified in this third group are within basically 1/10 of a second. As Michael Facinto now going on the clock. The number 14 car out of Hanford, California. Ebco Off-Road, Delta Scrap and Salvage, TNT Trucking, Matt Streeter Racing, number 14 car. Little lower on the racetrack. Turn number 3 and 4, trying to shorten it up. He's going to be fifth quick. Lap number 1 at 12.033. 12.033. The Spike chassis, Stanton SR11X. Picked up a heat race win. Second effort coming across for Facinto, a little bit slower. 12.033 is going to keep him in that number 4 spot, at least for now. So next qualifier, rocking and rolling across. That's Dylan Bloomfield, the 14T car. Racer hailing from Oakley, California. TNT Trucking, Gary Silver Ranches, Chuck Seifert Racing, Ebco Off-Road. Sponsors on the 14T. The teammates going back-to-back and qualifying his fifth quick. Lap number 1 at 12.033. 12.033. Well, I say that. Gavin Miller had 11.724, but he's showing up the bottom of my timing scoring for some reason. Get that thing figured out. Oh, he skipped the scales. Oh, my goodness. Gavin Miller missed the scales. Meanwhile, Bloomfield went fourth quick. 14T, 11.962, 11.962. As Taylor Reimer, keep your eye on this young lady in the 25K car. Buzzballs, Toyota TRD, number 25K. Lickety split, third quick, 11.764, 11.764. Lap number 1 for Taylor Reimer. Backs that baby down into the corner. Boy, that was an aggressive entrance onto the cushion down that end of the racetrack. Does it pay dividends? No, it does not. 11.813, 11.764. First lap, best lap, third quick for the 25K. So again, unfortunately, Gavin Miller missed the scales. This racer's been stupid quick in qualifying this year. Raisin City, California is where he calls home. PristineAuction.com, KNC Drywall, NOS Energy Drink sponsors, and Mitchell Moles, and 89. Lap number 1 is going to be fifth quick on the field, 11.791, 11.791. Lap number 1. Still chatter onto the chip down at turn number 3. Kind of had to work the elbows. Goes second quick at 11.695, 11.695 for Mitchell Moles. So second quick for the 89 car. Your final qualifier in the group comes out. This 22G car, the rookie runner out of Middleton, Idaho. Project Filter, builder's first source. 22G is Zach Telford. As Telford slides down into the corner. Again, a pavement runner. Pavement late models and super lates. Lap number 1 is going to be a 12.414, 12.414. Eighth quick on the field for the 22G. I cannot express how much I admire drivers that go outside their comfort zone. Second effort coming across for Telford. Quicker, but stays eighth quick at 12.105. And I believe that will be our final qualifier coming out. It's going to be your defending Chili Bowl champ out of Minden, Nevada, Smith Titanium, Bob Hurley RV, King Concrete, the 88 of Tanner Thorson. Smith Titanium ride down here, sporting some new Smith Titanium parts on the front end. Beautiful looking hubs on that race car. And he goes into the number 2 spot, 11.669, 11.669. That's also your track record holder. He needs 5 thousandths of a second to get the top spot here in group number 3. Can't do it. 11.714 stays second quick on the fields. We'll bring out our next group. This is group number 4. Ryan Brunell, the 27W car, rocking and rolling around here. NOS Energy Drink, Matt Wood Racing, FK Rod, and sponsors for the Hollister, California racer. Brings it out of the corner. For now, it's going to be your quick qualifier, 12.018, 12.018. Just did not seem comfortable in that car last night. And see if he's able to pick up the pace here a little bit. Nope. Bounces up across. It's not going to be a good second lap for him either. Yeah, 12.245. So 12.018, he's first lap for the 27W car. He's in the number 1 spot. I don't think he's going to stay there for long. Here comes Kevin Thomas Jr. KTJ with the 4th place finish last night for the Coleman, Alabama runner. DriveWFX.com, Walker Filtration, Factory Cane Shocks. Sponsors on the 5T. KTJ, well, actually goes a 12.079 on the first lap. 12.079. Boy, I was ready to say quick time on that one. I was wrong. Second lap, might get it this time coming out turn number 4. There it is, quick time, 11.893, 11.893. Second trip around for the 5T car. Just took a second to find his rhythm. So we'll bring out Sunshine. Tyler Courtney, Indianapolis Indiana racer. Also your 2-time All-Star Circuit of Champions champ and Rookie of the Year last year. Went back-to-back for the Indianapolis, Indiana racer. And the first trip across for Sunshine is going to be third quick at 12.035. And the Trench Shoring Rodelli Special Fabrications, number 25 car. Second effort for Courtney coming out of the corner. Now he's going to stay third quick. A 12.018, 12.018 his first lap. I believe his best lap. Last lap was a 12.245. 08 put on a show for us last night. Canna McIntosh lays into the cushion out. Turn number 2 and heads down the back chute. Bixby, Oklahoma is where he calls home. Crescent, Gear Wrench. DriveWFX.com. 08 car was quick in dirt draft hot laps. Quick time, 11.806. 11.806. Lap number 1 for McIntosh. Still feed to bear down into turn number 3 and 4 and onto the front chute. Going to be quicker this time as well. 11.767. 11.767. Second trip through for Kenna McIntosh. As Dason Persley will take a stab at it. Now that's the cushion almost shot out over the end of the racetrack. TRD Bullet Chassis sponsors on the 71P cars. He's a little bit tight up on the cushion. Lap number 1 is going to be third quick at 11.909. 11.909. He adapts in turn number 1 to 2. See if he's able to do it in turn number 3 and 4. Not too shabby. It's going to be a better lap for him this time. Coming out of the corner. Persley, second effort, second quick. 11.863. 11.863 for Dason Persley. It's now one of our Auckland, New Zealand racers. What's the chances that we would have 2 Auckland, New Zealand racers out? Well, pretty good apparently because we got him. That's Travis Buckley heading down the back chute. Buckley Systems Limited, Lucas Oil Products, ISCAR, number 7NZ car. Flies across. Lap number 1 is going to be 6 quick on the field. 12.105. 12.105. Last night, whenever the double O car had issues, Travis Buckley was already coming across the pit area to assist them before they even got back to the pits. 12.246 on the second lap. His first lap, best lap, 6 quick for the 7NZ. Next qualifier, Flying Ryan Timms, the 97K car driver out of Wheatland, Oklahoma. iBuyPower, TRD Toyota sponsors on the 97K. Needs a better points night here tonight for the young gun. Takes it across, goes fifth quick, lap number 1, 11.982, 11.982 into the number 5 spot for Flying Ryan. Good entry down into turn number 3. He's going to dangle the donut a little bit through the apex. Second effort coming across, though, all the way to the number 2 spot, 11.858, 11.858. Second quick for Flying Ryan Timms in the 97K car. So now we'll bring out the 2021 USAC Western States Midget Champ. That's Blake Bauer out of Brentwood, California. The Orland Public Auto Auction Arbor Specialties number 9 car, Van Dyne Esslinger underneath the hood. Brings it across. His first trip is going to be 8th quick on the field at 12.344, 12.344. And you heard him had the lift right there. So he shot out towards the cushion. That'll cost him a little bit of time. Second lap might not be as good. Well, it's actually better. 12.298, 12.298, but stays 8th quick on the field for the number 9 car. It's now Chris Wyndham. Triple Crown champ. Behind the wheel of the 89X car. 3 heat race wins on the season. A feature event win with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series, which isn't too shabby for a guy running full time with the All-Stars. Brings it across. Lap number 1 is going to be 5th quick on the field. 11.893, 11.893 in a NOS Energy Drink. PristineAuction.com. KNC Drywall number 89X. So Wyndham, another one of those deceptively quick racers. Second effort, quick time. Holy smokes, got him right there on that last lap across. Into the number 1 spot for Wyndham. We go into our final group in qualifying. 25X car, Emerson Axum out of Franklin, Indiana. Trent Shoring, Rodelli Specialty Fabrication, number 25X car, Franklin, Indiana is where he calls home. Hails it across. There goes a 12.092, 12.092 for Emerson Axum. Working a high line. 12.021, 12.021. That second trip cross, I got quiet there because I was listening to the car. It sounds like that thing may have been off its feed a little bit. Find out if that was the case later on or not, but right now Axum's into the number 1 spot. This is the Birdman, Nathan Bird out of Litchfield Park, Arizona, or Scottsdale, you can call it that. Sander Cruzman, Sprint Car and Midget Driving School, number 11K car. Corey Cruzman out in the pit area. Turning the wrenches on the 11K. Second quick, a 13.207, 13.207. Again, a racer has far more road racing experience than dirt track experience. He gets a little something down there and got a little tight getting into turn number 3. Lap number 2 is better, though. A 12.718, 12.718. Second quick for Nathan Bird in the 11K cars. We'll bring out Justin Grant. Ione, California runner, which isn't too awful far from here. Grew up here at Placerville Speedway. NOS Energy Drink, EnviroFab, Response Management Services, sponsors on the 2J car. Brings it out of turn number 4, lap number 1. Quick time, 12.019, 12.019 on the first lap for Justin Grant. Using that cushion to his advantage at turn number 3. Boy, it was like a 90-degree turn up there. Second effort goes 11.959, 11.959 for JG into 2J. Jade Avedissian, the number 84 car, the young lady out of Clovis, California. Quick qualifier down Bakersfield Speedway the other night. CMT Sheesh, PristineAuction.com, number 84. Brings it across. She goes quick time, 11.871, 11.871. Lap number 1 for Jade. Made her USAC debut during the Western Swing last year out here. She brings it across. Quicker goes 11.731, 11.731 for Jade Avedissian. So bring out our next qualifier. 68 car J-Mac Jason McDougal. 68 Motorsports, number 68. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma is where he calls home. That's a Stewart chassis with Esslinger power underneath the hood. There's also tights. Tight. Down to turn number 3 and 4. Goes 4th quick. Lap number 1 at 12.275. 12.275. Esslinger Engineering. CSI Extreme Mufflers. Sponsors on to number 68. Second lap's got to be better for him. It's a lot smoother, that's for sure. Goes all the way to the number 2 spot, 11.944. 11.944. Nice adaptation there by J-Mac in the 68 cars. Here comes Corey Day. Quickest one out here earlier on in the Dirt Draft Hot Laps, coming out for qualifying now for the Clovis, California racer. That's a Bullet chassis with a Worth Mopar underneath the hood. Phil Durst, Kane Screen Print, Factory Kane. Sponsors on to number 4, Willie Kane. Turning the wrenches, he is Kane. Second quick at 11.896, 11.896. Lap number 1. Second quick needs a little over a tenth of a second. Not going to find it getting tight like that through the apex of 3 and 4. So he'll bring it across. Does go quicker, though, 11.806, but stays second quick on the field for the number 4 car. as Tony Gomes will now roll out here and take time. Modesto, California runner, Triple X chassis, one-way Chevrolet, right up to the rim, down at turn number 1 and 2 in a Nature Right, Pacific Coast Maintenance, Walker Filtration number 73, and that's no man's land. 4 in the fluff, probably not the way to go. 73 comes out across here, goes 6 quick, 12.172, 12.172 on lap number 1. As Gomes adjusts the well, look at that big bump on the throttle. Just kind of gave that extra little grunt down into turn number 3. Second effort's better, but stays 6 quick at 12.100. 12.100. Hang on to it, Hayden. Hayden Reinbold, 19AZ car. Got the front end kind of whipped around on him down there. Spike chassis, Stanton SR11X. AME Electrical, Mesilla Valley Transportation, sponsors on the 19AZ, another great trucking company that supports a lot of racing. Third quick on lap number 1, 11.930, 11.930. That is a young lad that is very comfortable at Placerville. Not so much on that lap, though. He'll just go with what you got. Okay, this is the direction we're going. We'll see what happens. 12.391, so 11.930, first lap, best lap, third quick for the 19AZ. So we will now see what the Kevin Gobrick Rookie of the Year with the World of Outlaws Series can do out here. Lebanon, Indiana is where he calls home. Complete parts and equipment. Tarleton and Son, Empire 9AU. Spencer Baston across, goes to 8th quick, lap number 1 at 12.128, 12.128. And the King chassis, Speedway Toyota. That's King chassis built over in New Zealand. So we got a few Kings out here with us. Second trip across, very good. Goes into the number 3 spot with 11.826, 11.826 for Spencer Baston. Able to get third quick in the final group. That will do it for Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Quick qualifier overall, I believe, was Logan Seavey. Logan Seavey, quick qualifier overall. We'll have him down here in Victory Lane in just a moment to talk to Drake York. We'll get Logan a chance to get down here. CV so far in the Midgets. This is his first quick time of the season with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series for the racer out of Sutter, California. Again, grew up racing at this track from out in this neck of the woods. Picked up 3 feature event wins with the Silver Crown Series this year, 2 in sprint cars, but so far has not been in victory lane with the Midget. That can all change out here this weekend. The Hangtown 100 presented by Matt Wood Racing. Take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you for coming out and joining us here at the racetrack. Make sure you get on your social media and check in at Placerville Speedway. Let people know you're out here watching some great midget racing action. We're going to do it again tomorrow night. Bring a friend, bring family, bring a stranger you meet on the street out here at Placerville Speedway. For night number 3, pays $20,000 to win tomorrow night. Getting the points they earned last night, go with the points they earned tonight. That'll set us up for heat race action tomorrow here on night number 3. Oh, I forgot about that. So Logan Seavey's running his lightning sprint, so he's back here getting ready to go to the lightning sprint. We'll talk to him maybe a little bit later on, so my apologies for that. I completely spaced the fact that he's a double-duty driver out here this weekend. So it sounds like we are set to go with our opening ceremonies. Gary Thomas is going to take over here.
Well, thank you very much, Chet Christner. As he said, the time has come to officially welcome you all to night number 2 of the Hangtown 100, presented by Matt Wood Racing. Before we get into heat race competition, we'd like to invite everyone to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.